Natalie Wood, may God rest her soul, she was Russian. She didn't know our lived experiences as Latinas in this United States.
And yet you were convinced of her.
Absolutely.
And appreciated her in the movie, but this was different.
This was way different.
This was about honoring Latinx people, the community, and making sure that everything was
accurate.
Was accurate. Wow. Very loaded words from Rachel Ziegler, who's set to play the new Snow White in the modernized version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I did make an episode on this actual topic. I'm going to leave the link in the description because I talked about this, I believe it was last year that this was happening. And I already kind of made my points about where they were going with it and why they were doing it and how much it was going to suck. I mean, this is going to be dead on arrival. Let's just be clear. But the new footage from the movie has come out and it's not even just dead on arrival, y'all. I think it's like rigor mortis already set in. Like, this is insane. First of all, I mean, just take a look at Disney keeps doing this with the grassy knoll. I don't know what this is about. It's like they find the same hill to set all these movies in. And then, of course, here we go. These are the 7 creatures of culture. I don't know what you want to call it, whatever. Okay. You guys had that actor to thank for this, Peter Dinklage, who, of course, had to complain about the dwarf community and took away 7, well, it looks like 6 opportunities from shorter people who actually don't mind playing dwarfs. Why I'm making this video today, though, is to show you how everything is connected and to show you why this is happening. There is a deeper reason for this. And this explanation, you're not going to find anywhere else. And while we're at it, if you guys could please hit that like button for me, it really helps me out. Thank you for everything that you do. And if you guys could please subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it.
How far apart we are on so many things. How they plead poverty, that they're losing money left and right when giving hundreds of millions of dollars to their CEOs. We stand in solidarity, in unprecedented unity. Our union and our sister unions and the unions around the world are standing by us as well as other labor unions, because at some point the jig is up.
So shout out to Fran Drescher. I do like Fran Drescher. I love the show The Nanny. I couldn't get enough of that growing up back in the 90s. I mean, the outfits, everything, right? But Fran Drescher, what she's doing right now, she's scratching the surface of the bigger issue. She may not even know it, but she's only scratching the surface. Here's the thing. We all say the same thing about the Hollywood strikes or the writer strikes, whatever. We all say the same thing about Hollywood because most of you guys anyway who are watching this, we're tired of the same old things. So we're like, burn it to the ground, burn it to the ground. But I had to take a step back today and really listen to what she was saying. And I want to share with you one more clip of a couple things that she said. And then I'm going to explain the full connection of everything and why she's late to the party, and it may already be too late for the actors.
And artificial intelligence is a threat to workers around the world. What we are doing here, the eyes of the world are watching. We happen to be able to get a lot of interest because of the celebrity component of our labor force. But that doesn't mean that what's happening to us is unique. And everybody is watching to see what happens because artificial intelligence and the pursuit of greed by big business is systematically cutting labor out of their livelihoods. And we see that happening since the introduction of streaming, as well as all different kinds of things that AI and digital has imposed on our industry. Basically, the entire business model has changed, and they're still just thinking that we're going to be satisfied with incremental changes from a contract that was forged in 1960, and it no longer applies. It's a completely different game. They want to have our background performers work one day and get scanned for AI, and then they own the likeness of the person digitally, and they could use them over and over again. what is going to happen to that
Yeah.
hardworking background person? They're going to be out of business.
Exactly, Fran. So did you hear that last part? Now, this clip I had to edit because I was going to leave the full 3 minutes on there. But that last part, I definitely wanted you to hear it. They want to scan them. Now, she's talking about right now the background workers, okay? And she's talking about that they want to scan the background workers and then own the image of that person and then use it over and over and over again for whatever show or whatever they're putting out. I saw someone else talking about this, and I think she probably was a background worker too, because I've never seen her before, but she was saying this months ago. I saw this and I meant to make an episode, so now this is good right now to connect everything. But she was saying that they're trying to use AI for everything. And what they're going to do is they're going to use AI. They don't need us there live. Like, they're going to use AI to write the scripts, to be the actors. And you're basically going to get like this digital imaging of a movie, you know, where everything is just digitized and digital imaging of movies and digital, right? Yes. That's the point. Now, so here's the thing. Fran is right. What's happening to them is not unique, and they are cutting labor. Absolutely. And the entire business model definitely has changed. But if you take a look on the side here, as much as I like Fran, and Fran Drescher was a worker. She produced her show. She really did work on that show. Okay. But here's the thing. Peep Fran Drescher's bio. President, of course, of SAG-AFTRA, good for her. Actor, writer, creator, producer, founder, president. Cancer Schmancer. Fighter for diversity, ecology, and unity. And that's where you messed up, Fran. And so this is when I take it back again to Blanca Nieves and the homies from the block, right? Okay, because y'all was supposed to get mad when they started implementing algorithmic protocols on making movies. We've talked about this before too on this channel, where they started telling you, you have to have a person of color being the hero, and you have to have a trans person, and you have to have a disabled person. You know, when they started telling you what must be in the production that you're making before you could even make the production, you were already supposed to start standing up right there, because now it is through diversity, ecology, and unity is why these actors will lose their jobs. Yes, I know what I'm saying is a mouthful. Yes, I am. You know why? Here's why. Nobody wants to see that Blanca Nieves. Nobody wants to see it. Like, you're gonna get a few people to see it. They're gonna pipe it up and make it seem like, oh, best movie in the world. Yeah, whatever. So what you'll have is now people like me and you who want to just see a good movie and don't care about all that extra stuff. Just show me a good movie. We've already moved on. Okay, we've already moved on from Hollywood for the most part. But for the normie who's still watching Hollywood movies and who is complaining like, oh, there's not enough gay scenes in this movie, there's not enough trans people in this movie. Okay, now we have a way to make it fair and diverse, where we won't have any human aspect that's going to be biased. AI is not biased. It is a program. So you really can't complain on the program, which really people can. They can, right? But just stick with me. You can't complain about the program, right? So because we're going green, ecology, I'm still going back to Fran, like the stuff that she stands for, ecology, right? Because we're going green, we don't expend too much carbon making movies with humans who fart all day long. You know, this is sick thinking, but this is exactly where I see this is going. The actors are late to the party, and they're late to the party with the wrong type of thinking. Yes, of course, man. I believe in people's individual liberty. I believe in educating people gaining knowledge so that they can make their own decisions and live the best life possible in the name of God. Yes, I do. But what I don't believe in is forced, inorganic diversity, ecology, and unity. And sadly, this is why these actors are going to find out that the jig is up and that the machine is coming for them too.
I remember when I first read Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, it had a profound influence on me. 7 lonely men living in the woods, needing a woman, all of them with Napoleon complexes, something to prove.
And jobs, Blanche, they all had jobs.
In a diamond mine.